Halloween, Halloween, and more Halloween, and news for crossovers that are coming relatively soon as far as we can tell. Welcome back everyone to another episode of This Week in Identity 5. Let's talk about what we got last week. Last week we got the Golden October gift event. There was a replacement, or mostly just a kind of placeholder, for the Bungo Stray Dogs crossover that was delayed because of some issues. According to Netties, they did apologize to it. There are of course some theories that talk about why this event was kind of delayed and stuff, but there is no current date for when it will come out, although they have put in the game 49 days. That is not the official time, that is just a placeholder date that they've had. This event of course came along with a login and complete matches kind of type of style of quest where you can receive fragments, friendship letters, even more of them, a permanent B tier accessory unlock card that's only valid to be used for 30 days after you've received it, and also a permanent general B tier skin unlock card that's also only valid for 30 days as soon as you receive it. There are also some more rewards, but those are the biggest ones. As compensation for the fact that this crossover, the BSD crossover delay, we also received 10 memory essences that of course you could all use to be able to unlock previous skins from previous essences. There were some bug fixes that were mostly to fix iOS devices crashing. Apparently a lot of people were crashing. I've heard this for quite a long time. I've heard that this bug fix hasn't actually changed much. There are apparently still people who are crashing and stuff, and they've also improved internet connectivity for iOS and Android to reduce disconnections. That was really all that we got last week, so let's talk about what we're going to be getting this week. And if you watched my last video, you have a good idea of what's coming up this week, but I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with what's going to happen this week. This week we're getting the update for the Halloween warm-up event. I think that's what they're going to be calling it. For the warm-up event, you'll be able to prepare for the banquet by collecting decorations for the Halloween banquet story that will be happening on the second week, I believe. So this means you'll be able to like point and click on things and decorate the rooms similar to they do with some other events. There'll be some changes to the waiting lobby for matches where it will be Halloween themed. You'll be able to see some pumpkins and stuff like that, and there will be sign-in rewards where you'll be able to get a portrait and a portrait frame themed on Acrobat's S tier. In the Spyglass store, or possibly in the event store, I'm unsure where that's going to be, probably the Spyglass store, will have access to some new foods that you'll be able to use in the waiting lobby. These are going to be candied apples that have like an orangey kind of pumpkin appearance to them, pumpkin popcorn that has some popcorn inside of a pumpkin head, and chocolate sweets. I'm not really sure what they're supposed to be, but they look quite nice as well. So you'll be able to take one of those into your kind of match lobby and share it with others when you're waiting for a match. Also in the Spyglass store, you'll be able to get the Spectre skin. That's a Postman A tier skin that will be available to purchase, along with two accessories, the Candy Jar for Forward and the Windmill Wood Phase accessory for Thief. I'm not sure if these are the correct translations. I know what they look like. I just had to translate them from Chinese. You can also buy graffitis from previous Halloween events that are the puzzle pieces, and Halloween chase music for both survivors and hunters that are of course fan favorites from 2018. This is what I'm most looking forward to getting with my Spyglasses. This is why I told you guys to save up. In the main store, not the Spyglass store, we're also getting this week the return of the Phoenix skin. There was actually the last Halloween skin, the fanciest one with the that was an S tier, I believe, or was it an A tier? I think it was an S tier skin, and we'll also be getting the accessory that came along with it. I've forgotten what it's called, but it's the blue one that gives the flame effects. They'll all be purchasable in the store. Let's talk about what we're going to be getting from the future, some leaks, some reveals, and what you can expect in general. The following week, not this week, but the following week, we'll be getting the main Halloween event as we get closer and closer to Halloween. In this event, we'll be able to obtain some event tokens by completing different missions. You can exchange these tokens for Barmaid's Last Dance A tier skin that is based on the Last Dance skin for Bloody Queen. Very fancy indeed. You'll be able to get Wax Artist's B tier skin called Conviction, a B tier accessory that's called like Big Eared Bat or something. I don't know, this is the Chinese translation. And finally, you'll also be able to exchange them for a emote for Barmaid that's called the Barmaid Pumpkin Lantern emote. That's similar to ones that we've had for Embalmer and for Feaster in previous years. There will also be a story event that launches on that day as well, where we'll be able to receive furniture and event graffitis that are some more puzzle pieces as rewards as long as we complete the story, and also if we complete the exploring of the Labyrinth of Red Red Church. If you've seen some pictures, they've changed up Red Church, so the main church building has got tons of tables and chairs and stuff moved around, so it looks like a little maze. And they've also changed it so Red Carpet area also has like tons of hedges and stuff like that. I'm unsure if this is going to be a game mode or if it's just something where you can go in similar to the Link Clink one where you can take some photos or if you explore it. But this is going to be a fun little thing to go and do and to see Red Church in a different way than it ever was before. I also imagine that we'll be able to see Red Church as its Halloween version either this week or, you know, for the next couple of weeks. Content that you'll be able to see in the store for purchase with echoes and possibly with fragments too is we'll be getting the Tea Party S tier Acrobat skin and his accessory that it goes along with this thing called the Tea Party accessory that's an A tier one for him as well. I haven't seen any of the effects yet and I do know what the skin looks like and we know what the teapot looks like too. How about some talk about some crossovers? We don't really know when we'll be getting the Bungo Stray Dogs crossover, so it's possible that we could be getting this in a couple of weeks or it could be delayed until next year because they do need to decide quickly because of course there are other essences that are going to be following that, and if they cut this one too short then it's not going to be very good for them money wise, so they'll probably have to bring it into a later one or delay some of the other ones, meaning that this could also affect other crossovers. But if everything works out well, and of course if they delay Bungo Stray Dogs to a future time, then we should be getting Project 02. Then this is one of the crossovers they announced before the summer that should be coming to the game in November or December or possibly later of course, and this crossover will probably be a shop crossover only, not an essence one. This was given by IDV Curiosity on Twitter, so make sure you check them out. I always do my best to shout them out. And there are theories that the Angel of Death crossover will be coming later as well. This will probably be an essence crossover. This is also from IDV Curiosity. Moving on to the Talk in the Manor, where I respond to your comments that you guys left on my recent videos. We have a comment here by Delia De Ross that says, correct me if I'm mistaken, but I remember that they said there will be a new event connected to the lore at the end of this year, but nothing was posted so far, so I wonder if I misheard it, or ... So there is an event that's coming at the end of this year. It's supposed to be coming in December, that's what they announced originally, and they've made at least 2 or 3 posts about it. It's called the Ashes of Memory event. From what we've seen from reveals, it's going to be connected to the fire that was in the manor. I originally thought it was going to be connected to the fire in the circus, but I'm still unsure. This is probably where we're going to see the reveal of the survivor version, the adult version of Little Girl that should be the same age as Orpheus is currently, or at least a little bit younger since he's looking at the memories of the matches and stuff like that. But yeah, this event is still set to come, and I can imagine next month they'll do some bigger reveals. They maybe show some of what's going to happen or tease some of the events that are going to happen because it should be as big as last year's one. Tada Bit Much says, well done, maybe I should try this challenge next time. This is in response to my recent basement challenge, something I've been doing relatively often on the streams. Oh, not relatively often, occasionally. I really would like to see more people do the basement challenge. If you do the basement challenge and you record it, upload it onto any kind of platform that I am on, or even if you're in my Discord, please tag me and tell me that you've done the basement challenge. I would love to make this into a thing where players do it more often so that we can kind of compete, maybe even have a leaderboard or something like that. That would be a lot of fun, I think. But yeah, basement challenge is harder than it looks. It's much harder than it looks. You have to get lucky, and you have to also hope that the rest of the survivors don't just leave the person on chair, because if they do, then you have to waste a lot of time bringing another person in, and in most cases it's going to be a tie and not a win. Which part of the Halloween event are you looking forward to? Part 1 or part 2? Week 1 or week 2? Please tell me down in the comments below, and remember to check out my Black Phoenix IDV channel and give this video a like. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye bye.